Hi, sorry, there's sound now. I just realized I was like, oh, I can't actually see my sound like coming on in the in here. But what I was saying was that the angle is a little bit different right now because I need to use this computer soon, or this monitor soon. So yeah, no, I'm here, guys. You guys are about 20-30 seconds behind me. So okay, let's see. Who's here? A bunch of people that I recognize. Amir, Israel, Gray, Oriana. How are you doing? Melanie, Jane, Juana. Hello. So let's see. Bella, Carlos. I love that you guys are reminding me to go live. Hey, Natasha. How are you doing? So let's see. Yep. Lovely. How are y'all doing? So we've got quite a nice little group going on in here. I like it. Lovely. Oh, I need to actually put this on like Facebook and Twitter and all that. So give me a second to do that real quick, just so people know where to find us, you know? Okay, so let's put this on. Oh, we're gonna have to put this on Instagram somehow too, but let's put this on Facebook first. Facebook. All right, let's see. Come on. So we will put it here. There we go. I'll put here, join us for some fun times. I'm trying out the Harvard musical IQ test, and then testing out the Helix wand, flute wand. I'll call it flute wand. Is that what it's called, right? So excellent. We'll post that onto Facebook. Lovely. And then we'll put it on Twitter. There we go. So now you guys can see what I do behind the scenes. Usually I do this like the few minutes before I come online, but I completely forgot this time. Completely. Okay, so let's put this here. And I'll put here, join us for a fun time. Harvard musical IQ test. IQ test plus Helix flute wand. I guess open box. It's actually still in my mailbox right now, so I'm gonna, when you know how you guys know how this goes. I'm gonna take a little 15-minute break in the middle of this, and I'll pop outside and grab the Helix wand then. Okay, open box review. There we go. We'll put that there. And then I'm going to take a little picture. Bruhis, Josh, you also got a new head joint? What's your new head joint? Here, I'm just going to take a little photo here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put it on Instagram. All right, let's see. Instagram. We're gonna put here. All right, so what did we say? Join us for a fun time. Harvard musical IQ test plus Helix wand, flute wand, open box review. And then I'm just gonna put, I'll put live now. And then I will put just the youtube.com/justanotherflutist live. youtube.com/justanotherflutist live. All right, I did it. You guys proud of me? Oh, Kira, you can't stay for this whole time? All right. Oh, so you can clean. Have a great time cleaning. Hey, Jeff. How are you doing? Hey, Kelsey. Kelsey, you are trying out flutes from the Flute Center of New York. Oh, fun. Excellent, excellent. What flutes are you trying? Would love to know. So Josh, so you responded, you play on an all 14K Straubinger flute. Ooh. And he made you another head joint. It's modeled after the Haynes head joints. That is so cool, dude. That's awesome. Oh, give me a second. My husband is asking me a question. Okay. Amir, it's kind of buried in the chat. Can you just, wait, no. I can't find it. Yo, tell me again what you're trying. It's buried in the chat. Are you proud of me, Oriana? Thank you very much. Okay, so tell John you guys all said hi. I will indeed. Okay, so guys, I want to kind of jump right into doing this whole, whatchamacallit, the test, the Harvard Musical IQ test. So just so you guys know, I don't know what it's about. I have seen Two Set Violin make their video of it. Like, I didn't see the video, but I saw the thumbnail. And then I saw like a whole bunch of other musicians also take it and make videos of themselves doing it. And oh, Melanie, you had a breakthrough in your sound today. Feels good, doesn't it? Feels good. Okay, so I've seen other people do it, and I just didn't watch their videos because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. I did see though that it says to use headphones. So when I switch the screen to me trying it in front of you guys, I'm putting it so that the speaker sounds go through this live stream too, and you guys can kind of experience it with me. So I have no idea what to expect. You guys are going to see my very real, genuine reactions to it. Have you guys taken the test? I want to know if you guys have taken the test. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Kane, you're taking it. Okay, so you're taking the test right now. Got it. Okay. Let's see. So, because I don't know how long this test is going to take. So, like, I don't know. I haven't brushed my teeth yet in preparation for playing the flute. I just ate lunch. So, I don't know how long this is going to take. I kind of like made it approximately like, oh, first half of the live stream I'll do this, and then I'll take a break, grab the Helix wand, and then second half I'll play a lot of flute to get my flute all like slobbery and condensation-y and everything, so we can test out the Helix wand. Magic Monkichi, you're scared to do it. Oh, Jace, your ego is too fragile. Yo, dude, there's a reason why I'm doing this online right now. When you're online long enough, you have no ego left. There's none, especially if you do the types of things that I do, which is like, show you guys all of my mistakes and practice in front of you guys and struggle in front of you guys. There is none left. I am 100% prepared to just look like an idiot in front of you guys right now. 100%. I thought it'd be hilarious. I thought it'd be hilarious for you guys to hear how bad my ears are. My ears are ridiculously bad. So for those of you who are not in the know, I failed my ear training, my first ear training course in music school. So yeah, it's bad. I like, my ears just are very, very bad at distinguishing how far away notes are from each other. So what will often happen is, even if I've heard a tune for a long, long time, I will sing wrong intervals and then accidentally change the key to something else entirely and not even realize it. it drives my husband insane because my husband's ear is much better than mine, but he's not a professional musician. My husband is very good at rhythm games and very good at mimicking and singing back tunes very accurately. I can't do it. So, yeah. Neko, you're scared to do the test, but at the same time excited. Also, Neko, did you change your YouTube username to match your Twitch one? Because I remember saying this, like last week or something, that I completely had no idea that I was talking to you here because you were using a different username. I do appreciate it, guys. I do appreciate it when you guys are using the same username on both Twitch and YouTube. I know some of you guys have actually made the change so that I know who you are, and I want to let you guys know I so appreciate that you guys go through the trouble to do that. I know it's a lot of trouble, and thank you. But it does make it very much easier for me to keep track of, your names. Yeah. Oh, Lawson, you also wish you had perfect pitch? Yeah, right? Yeah. That ain't happening on this girl. That ain't happening. No. Perfect pitch can be a curse, says Flute Enthusiast. I know who you are. Yes, I have heard this. So I have heard from some perfect pitch friends. They're like, it absolutely gets on their nerves when, something that they know that in a certain key is played in a different one, because to them it just sounds completely off and wrong. So, David, you are Donkey Kong on Twitch. Thank you very much. If you don't mind, I might just keep calling you David then. Yeah? I'll see if I remember. I've been pretty good with everyone else, so I'll try to remember. People with perfect pitch are aliens. Oh yes, that's true. Especially if you play Baroque instrumentals. So if you guys don't know, Baroque instruments are not tuned to A440. I believe they're tuned closer to A415. Am I right? Right? Yeah. Kelsey, your whole family has perfect pitch except you. Oh. It's okay, Kelsey. It's okay. I don't have perfect pitch. Lots of people in this chat don't have perfect pitch, and look at us. We're fine. Okay? We're fine. It's okay. Thank you, Neko. Seriously. Thank you for changing it. Perfect pitch is a curse and a gift. Yep. It's a double-edged sword. 100%. That's what I've heard. But at the same time, if you have horrific relative pitch like me, it's also a bad time. I think at this point it's just pick your poison. By the way, this is just water. I didn't have time to make a tea. I wanted to make a tea, but then I was like, nah, let's just stick with water. Luke, really? In the old days of vinyl records, if a record was not turning exactly the right speed, the notes would be a bit flat or sharp, and it drove crazy a person you knew with perfect pitch. Oh, and I'm sure everyone else is just like, whatever, right? Have I finished Wonder Song? No, I haven't, and it's been a year now. I have not. In fact, I'm actually considering restarting especially because I'm only one level in. So I'm considering restarting because I missed one of the dances. You can get a dance, not just a song. So I missed one of the dances. So I want to go back and do it again. But since, we're on the topic of video games, I want you guys to be real proud of me, okay? Okay? I am real bad at action RPG games. I am so bad at action RPG games. But guys, I have made it towards the end of, I think I'm at the final boss of chapter 14 of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm right before the boss. I'm like sitting on the bench before the boss. Now it's okay, guys. My husband and I are playing at the same time, so he just happened to get ahead a little bit this time. So I did see who the boss is, and so it's okay. I'm okay to have bosses spoiled for me. I find them terrifying, but the story is very good. Yeah. And so yeah, highly recommend. Even if you're not that much of a gamer, I definitely highly recommend looking up the soundtrack for it. The soundtrack is gorgeous, fully orchestrated, really beautifully done, and we watched the behind the scenes of how they did the music. Essentially, it's like an AI DJ that kind of detects what you're doing, and so it'll very seamlessly morph between like town music or like environment music with into battle music. It's absolutely seamless and amazing. So yeah, thank you, Magic Monkichi. Yeah, so definitely you made it to the epilogue of Trials of Mana. You made it to the epilogue. You're at the very end. Are you finishing the game? That's crazy. Oh, how lovely. Okay, Amir. The flutes. Palsinari, very good. Sankyo, very good. Trevor James, yes. Azumi, Altis, and Muramatsu. Beautiful flutes. All of them lovely, gorgeous flutes. I'm very excited to see which one matches you. I think that would be so cool to know. Do I like Joe Hisashi? Yes, I do, Nino. How are you doing, Nino? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a very long time. Lovely. Okay, guys, I think it is time. It is time to take a look at this music Harvard musical IQ test. So let me just grab my headphones, okay? And I'll switch the screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing. But let's do this, guys. Okay, here we go. So got my headphones on, and I think I'm gonna switch the sound down a bit. 35 is usually pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try this, guys. Hopefully everything works out with OBS as well. Woo! Here we are. Okay, so here we are. What you're looking at is my screen here over here. So hopefully this works out. Let me know if it if it looks good to you guys, if it sounds good. If you need me to tweak the speakers and stuff like that, just let me know. Okay, because I'm kind of doing this on the fly. Okay, I really didn't want to test this out ahead of time because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So let's see what this is about. Okay, all right. This experiment is being conducted by researchers at Harvard University. Okay, so basically I'm just voluntarily giving my stats to these people. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. So before you decide to participate, please read the following information. We study how the mind works. Specifically in this research, we are investigating how people make sense of music they hear. We will play you some sounds. You can use speakers or headphones. We'll ask you questions about what you hear. The experiment takes at least 20 minutes. Okay, good. So I think I didn't even read that part. So this is gonna be good timing. I spent like 20 minutes talking to you guys. This will take 20 minutes, and then we can take another like 15, 20-ish minutes to kind of think about what just happened to me, right? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So we will ask you to answer questions concerning your emotions and behaviors, your preferences and beliefs about music and the arts, your engagement with musical activities, your personal history of musical exposure and training, and some demographic information about you and your family. Okay. Okay. We will ask you to look at pictures or words and respond to them. Okay, this helps us to understand a bit more about how you are feeling. For example, you might feel especially happy or sad while playing our games, and this task helps us to measure how happy or sad you feel. Okay. This research has no known risks or anticipated direct benefits. You will not receive compensation for participating in this experiment. Okay, thanks for making that clear. Your participation in this research is completely voluntary. You can end your participation at any time without penalty. Okay, your participation is completely anonymous. No, it's not now. It is not anonymous now. Okay. Your responses will be stored securely on a server at Harvard University under password protection. Oh, wow. Okay. Your experiment data may be shared with other researchers. The results and data from this experiment will be shared with the public. Okay. After the experiment, we will explain several ways to be informed about the research. If you have questions or problems, you can contact us at musiclab+tml@g.harvard.edu. By proceeding, you agree to participate in this experiment. Please note that we recommend you wear headphones for this quiz. Okay, so what I'm thinking, guys, is when it starts asking me for maybe more private things, I might switch the screen so that you guys don't see my response, okay? But anything music related, I'm gonna show you guys. How does that sound? Sounds like a good thing? Oh, man. Oh, I just saw the Magic Monkey just said that the epilogue for Trials of Mana is a beast. Mostly solo bosses, so you're on your own. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Am I going to show you guys my Piccolo? Sometime, Wanna, but that's not the point of this stream. Got to stay on track, you know? Got to stay on track. Okay. I know, this is supposed to be anonymous, right? I am totally not making this anonymous right now. I don't know if I'm, like, defeating the purpose of this test, you know? But anyway, all right, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Okay, have I played this game before? No. Okay. Think about how you feel while you listen to music. In general, how much do you enjoy music? Oh, I enjoy music very much. Oh, hell yes. Yes, 100%. Yes. How good do you think your music listening skills are? Oh. Very bad. I would say I'm probably here. I'm pretty bad. Like when it comes to melodies, as I said before I did this, I'm very bad at it. I'm exceptionally bad at it. So hearing out of tune notes or hearing a beat that is out of sync. Okay, I can do the next two. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna place myself. Hearing a beat that is out of sync with the music. That sticks out like a sore thumb to me. Hearing out of tune notes is kind of so-so for me. Let's put it here. Like there, 1/3 the way in. 1/3 the way in. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. First we'll play you a calibration tone. Listen to the tone and turn up the volume on your device until the calibration tone is at a loud but comfortable level. Oh, okay, sounds good. So in that case then, let's see. So press any key to continue. Of course they would use this one. Okay, I think I'll go with that. I'm at about 50% on my computer. Okay, so what is my gender? I am female. All right, how old am I? Am I gonna tell you guys now? You guys already know this. I'm 30. Okay, but just so you guys know, according to famousbirthdays.com, I am apparently 26, going on 27 on May 30th, and I am considering celebrating my internet birthday as prescribed by famousbirthdays.com. What do you guys think? Okay, so on the internet I am 26, but in real life I am 30. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's keep going. Where do I live? I live in the United States. Yes, I do. I am in Seattle, if you guys did not know. What is my native language? Oh, okay. I think I have to say English. Yeah, I have to say English. Okay, do I have a hearing impairment? No. When you are singing, can you tell if you're out of tune or off key? I love that there's an I'm not sure. May 30th? No, May 30th is going to be my 27th birthday, according to the internet. Yeah? You guys are in for a Just Another Flutist birthday party on May 30th? I kind of like it because that way, like, I don't feel so guilty about not telling you guys what my real birthday is, and I can kind of keep that private. I'm a very, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm a pretty private person. I don't do like crazy vlogs and stuff like that. But anyway, let's get back to this. When you are singing, can you tell if you are out of tune or off key? I can tell, I just can't tell which direction. Like, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I can't actually tell which direction I'm out of key. So for me, it's about blending my tonal color and tonal, like my timbre, my tonal quality into whoever I'm playing with. And from that, what happens is that your intonation becomes, like, good intonation becomes a side effect, right? Because you literally cannot blend in with someone else if you are not by default in tune with them. So I can tell. I just can't tell which direction. So I will say yes. I'll say yes. Can you tap in time with a musical beat? Yes, I can. Okay, tell us about the place where you are playing this game. I am in a very quiet place. Yeah, I'll say it's very quiet in here. Okay, am I wearing headphones? Yes. Okay, in this section, we will play you some tones and ask you questions about them. This helps us to calibrate the audio for your device and your headphones. After you click continue, you'll hear 3 tones. We'll ask you which one was the quietest and softest. Tones will only be played once, so listen carefully. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay. The third one. 3. I think it was 3. All right, cool. So it looks like you have to do that several times. Okay, in this game, you'll take part in 3 short tests of musical ability. Each of the 3 tests is separate from one another and is about a different musical ability: beat perception, tuning perception, and melodic discrimination. I will probably fail the 3rd one, just so you guys know. I will probably do maybe not half bad at tuning perception. I probably can't tell which direction it is. Beat perception, I think I can do, though. I think. That is my, those are my assumptions going into this, but we'll see. Okay. Let's see. So different people spend different amounts of time on this game, but it usually takes at least 20 minutes to finish. You will earn points by listening carefully and answering questions about the music we play you. At the end, we'll give you a score, your musical IQ. All right, let's get this show on the road. Woo. Okay. This test already seems different to what you took, Natasha. You bombed beat perception. It's okay. Okay, so let's see. You're not taking test 1 of 3. Okay. This test is about hearing melodies and music. For each question on this test, you'll hear the same tune 3 times. Each time the tune will be in a different key. This is like singing a song in a higher or lower voice. But one of the tunes will be the odd one now. Its notes will have changed. Your job is to choose the odd one out. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can hear that one. Okay, I can actually hear that one. All right. So that's the example. Okay. Now let's practice with some new melodies. Definitely. Before I continue, I want to tell you guys the timbre that's used for these melodies 100% is bringing me back to ear training courses. Like, I am actually legit having a little bit of like flashback to those moments, and I can feel a little bit of like my anxiety kind of you know, kind of coming out of my chest a little bit, like, oh. Okay, all right, but we're gonna stay cool. It's not bad. This is not bad. This is not bad. Not bad. There's so many notes in that. It's all a blur to me now. 100% is all a blur to me. Oh. I think it was the third one though. Okay, don't tell me, guys. Don't tell me. I think it was the third one. No, it was the first one. Ah! Okay, I think it's because I was using the first one as a reference, but clearly you can't use the first one as a reference. Otherwise, you start to confuse yourself. Ah, this answers this is what I do actually. This is what I do. So, in ear training, when I'm given intervals, I always relate the second note to the first one. So, I always pretend that the first note is the root note of a scale. Right? So whatever other note is given to me afterwards, I start to kind of sing a scale going up or down, like a major scale going up or a major scale going down. And then that's kind of how I can tell what interval it is. This type of interval like recognition, like this method of interval recognition works the best for people like me who are very like visual based, right? If we're very visual kind of musician, singing a scale up or down is actually a visual way of representing what you hear because it's like going up and down a piano. So, okay, so this already proved what I do. I use the first one as a reference, which obviously confused me. So, okay. Are you ready to continue, or would you like to do practice questions again? That was only practice? That was only practice? Okay, fine. No, we're going to let's keep going. Give me the real stuff now. Yeah, that was just practice? What? Really? Oh, so Natasha, you are comparing the first to the second and then the second to the third. Oh my goodness, that's my brain. That is so much for my brain to handle. But I will try. Okay, so this is the main test. So 11 questions just like the ones we tried. Okay now. So don't worry if you find the questions difficult. It's always okay to make a guess. Okay. Yeah, so this is actually legit what I tell people when I'm training them to for ear training. So I always tell people a guess is better than not a guess, because if you don't answer, you 100% get it wrong. if you do answer, you have a 50% chance of it being right and a 50% chance of it being wrong. Although I guess in this case, it's more like a 33% chance of you getting it right. The 33% chance of you getting it right is still a better chance of you getting it right than 0% if you don't put in an answer. So I always tell people this when, people like me, more visual based people are very nervous about going in for ear training tests, exams, stuff like that. So yeah, legit, this is what I tell my students too. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, that one was pretty easy because it was nice and short. So that was also the third one. Okay, before I click it, I want to tell you guys what I'm doing right now. I am listening to it and then I'm actually singing it again in my head. And then I'm seeing if the next one that's a little bit higher matches that, right? And then if that one matches, then I expect that the third one will match it too. Because what I can hear is that it's going up in steps. So it's the same melody, but it's always going up and up and up. I was actually half expecting it to be like, in this key and then a key down here and then a key up there, which would have been, I think, more disorienting, but at least they're going sequentially, at least for now. We'll see, but okay, number 3. So it's 3. Okay, I already know. This is definitely number 2. Oh! I think it's 1. I think it's 1. Okay, that's definitely number 3. That has to be number 3. Yeah. Has to be number 1. I think it was 1. Was it 1? I can't tell if it's 1 or 2. Yay! I would say I got the majority of them, right? Did I get like eight or something? Yeah, I started to not take the first one as the correct melody. You guys notice that? Like I was like kind of learning as I went. Yeah. Okay. Hearing the beats in music. So on each question, we'll play 2 examples of music. Each example will have a beat track playing along. Okay, in some examples, the beats will be on the beat, and in other examples, they will not be on the beat. Your job is to tell us which of the examples has the most beats that are the most on the beat. Oh, really? Okay, fine. So, examples first. Cool. Yep. Ooh, they use real music for this. I like this, but I hate the beep. Oh my gosh, I hate the beep. Yeah, because you can actually hear it going So they're asking you whether it lines up with the beeping. It's not the actual beat itself, because that was the same piece of music, wasn't that? Okay. Well, we'll see. The same music will be played twice. The 2 versions will have different beep tracks. Yep. Your job is to choose which music had the beeps that were the most on. Okay. So I picked the one that it lands with the beat. Okay. All right. I think that's on the beat. Yeah. So the first one was most on the beat. Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's the second one. Second one. By far. Second. Yep. Okay. Yeah. That one is like, I can actually feel myself going if it's off the beat, and then if it's on the beat, I can actually just kind of groove with the music. Does that make sense? So I think that's how I'm going to feel it, and we'll see how this takes me through this part of the test. Okay, let's do it. Okay. I think the first one did. The second one was like, sounded so off to me. Okay. This is gonna be awful. First one. No? Okay. Second one. Yeah, okay. I think it's the first one. So I think it's the first one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it's the first one. You can actually hear those like low beats like lining up correctly with the first one, but not the second one. Okay. I think the second one. Nope. One. actually, that might be the second one. Because it's going with all the low don't. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, just go with my gut then. I think it's the first one. Okay. My gut tells me the first one. Okay. I'm gonna go with the first one. It just sounds better. Second one? Nope. Second one feels more comfortable, so we're just gonna go with that one. This is okay, second one felt more comfortable. Still going with that one. Okay. I actually kind of wanted to feel the beep on the offbeat. So the first one feels more comfortable. Oh, you know, it's more comfortable. We're gonna go with that one. Okay, cool. Oh, that was really bad. I think that was like 50%. That was probably 50%. Okay, tuning in music. 2 examples, same music. Singer will be in tune with the music. Other clips of the singer will be out of tune. No! No! Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. I'm saying this because I really hate it when I can hear people out of tune. It just grinds my gears. Okay. Choose an example where the singer is more out of tune. Okay.
The wind blew my name through the trees, the sun painted portraits of me in the sky.
Really? Okay.
The wind blew my name
Ew!
through the trees, the sun painted
no.
portraits of me in the sky.
Ew. Oh, this one's worse. Okay, I get it now. Kane is right. Sometimes they're both out of tune. We're gonna choose the more out of tune one. Is that right? The more out of tune? Okay. One is more out of tune. Got it. Thank you, Kane. Okay. Yeah. That's I'm feeling that too. Because the first one, like when she starts going lower, I'm like, oh, honey, I think you're going a little too flat. Like, I think it's just a bit too much. Like, ugh. Okay. Yeah, at least you guys are going to cringe with me, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm glad that you guys are doing this with me. Thank you. Okay, let's do this. Here we go.
So goodbye to Bolero, my sentimental friend. I don't know when I will drop the needle on you again. So goodbye to Bolero, my sentimental friend. I don't know when I will drop the needle on you again.
Oh, the second one is so much better. Oh my God, that first one I was like, oh honey, please don't tell me this is the correct one. What? Really? The second one sounded better though. Oh, good God. chose the wrong one. I chose the better one. I have to choose the more out of tune one. No, so I did hear it correctly. Okay, so the one that was more out of tune is the second one. Okay, got it. Oops, I got one wrong. Oh well, it'll be still closer to what we want to do. Okay, am I ready to continue? Oh, this wasn't even the real one. Okay, so we're gonna continue. Let's continue. Now we know we have to pick the more out of tune one, not the in tune one. I like my gut. Okay, like from taking exams at school, your gut is to choose the correct one, not to choose the incorrect one. So what we have to do is choose the incorrect one. Got it. Okay, thanks guys. All right, let's keep doing this.
Like many men I can behave. Like many men I can behave.
Okay, both of them are bad, but the first one was worse. Okay.
I could fly through the sky on the open sea. I could fly through the sky on the open sea.
First one.
Like your tongue-tied mothers and your paper-playing fathers. Like your tongue-tied mothers and your paper-playing fathers.
I know your voice. I hear it from the depths of the void.
Okay.
I know your voice. I hear it from the depths of the void.
Ew!
When I'm gone away, no one will worry.
Okay, get ready.
When I'm gone away, no one will worry.
Oh, more comfortable. Okay, so first one. Stop it! Stop!
Stay as long as you like. It's a sad vocation.
Okay, get ready.
Stay as long as you like. It's a sad vocation.
Okay, I like the sound of the second one more. But like I've heard so many people sing like the first version that it's almost kind of normal now. But the second one felt better. So let's just go with the first. Okay.
Everybody sing. This is the reggae dream. Got no work until tomorrow. This is the reggae dream. Oh, everybody sing.
Oh my gosh, it's so much better.
This is the reggae dream.
Oh, you can hear him actually sing.
Got no work until tomorrow. This is the reggae dream.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you can actually hear the melody the second time around. Okay, first one's more out of tune. Okay.
You say, oh, what if she loves you? She might be thinking of you, wants you around anyway. You say, oh, what if she loves you? She might be thinking of you, wants you around anyway.
Okay, I think this guy needs to sing more in tune in general, but the second one felt like there was more of a melody, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't like the first one as much, so we'll just go with the first one. Oh!
What if she hates me? She might think I'm crazy. She won't wanna be with me. Oh, what if she hates me? She might think I'm crazy. She won't wanna be with me.
I think the first one is more out of tune. Cool.
It's bad enough when one has got a hold on you, but two for two, these two have got me singing the blues.
Okay. Okay.
It's bad enough when one has got a hold on you, but two for two, these two have got me singing the blues.
I can't tell that one, guys. I don't like the first one as much, so we'll just go with that one. Oh.
On arrival, heavens up the loser. Keep on screaming till you say what. On arrival, heavens up the loser. Keep on screaming till you say what.
Second one felt better, so we'll go with the first one. Okay, cool.
I'll give you silence in the wake of the beast.
Okay.
I'll give you silence in the wake of the beast.
I think I recognize that singer. Is it Regina Spektor? It might be Regina Spektor. I like the second one more. Ha!
How much I'll miss you, only time will tell.
Okay.
How much I'll miss you, only time will tell.
I like the second one more. No.
You and I, it seemed, were moving with a dream, catching the stars above, tempting foolish love.
Okay.
You and I, it seemed, were moving with a dream, catching the stars above, tempting foolish love.
I don't know. This one is hard for me. I don't know. I like the second one more. Yay! Nice work on 3 tests. Okay, so a few questions for me. Have I ever taken music lessons? Yes, I have. What instrument did I study? I studied the flute. And where's the piano? There is the piano. I'm not gonna put piccolo too. I think that's. Should I put piccolo? Yeah, sure. I'll put piccolo too. Piccolo. Okay, there we go. Continue. How old was I when I began music lessons? I was 7. When did I start music lessons? I guess my parents, but I also wanted to start music lessons too. Can I put both? Oh, sweet. I can put both. Okay, yeah. And does my friends includes my brother, right? Because I really wanted to take piano lessons because my brother took piano lessons. You know what? We're putting that too. We're putting that too. Okay, there. How much did I enjoy my music lessons? I liked them. But I like them depending on the teacher. I'm just going to say I liked it a lot. I mean, there's a reason why I do this for a living now. So think about your peers at the time you first did music lessons. How did your musical skills compare to theirs? My peers? My peers. So, like, just my outside of music circles, right? If it's outside of music circles, I know this sounds really terrible, but I think I was actually a lot better than a lot of my friends. My peers. When I first did music lessons. Oh, when I first did music lessons? So this is when I'm 7. I have to think back to when I was 7. Okay, then I would say we're probably around the same. Because a lot of us started piano at around the same age. Yeah, we're about the same level. At 7, we're about the same level. Have you ever had any music theory training? A lot of it, yes. No, I definitely don't have perfect pitch. 100%. Okay, I think think of your skill at making music. How would you rate your own skill? Oh, good God. Am I an expert? I mean, I teach this. Does that make me an expert? Okay, I'll say I'm an expert. On an average day, how much time do I spend listening to music and or watching videos that include music? Oh my God. Probably way more than 4 hours. Because that includes video games, right? Okay, on an average day, how much time do I spend making music? Oh my goodness, probably more than 4 hours. Because I guess if you include me teaching, right? Could be by yourself or with other people. On an average day. I'm going to put 2 to 4 because a lot of my teaching involves a lot of talking. So I'll put 2 to 4. How familiar are you with traditional music around the world? I would say I'm a little familiar. Have you experienced chills? Yes, often. Yes. So there's a certain, the reason why I answered that is because there's a certain progression that I call my waterworks progression, where I won't even feel emotional at all. That nothing has happened to me to make me feel emotional. But if you do like a very specific progression, I just start crying. And also I often very much get chills when I'm listening to music. It's pretty crazy. Okay, when you were little, how often did your parents sing to you? Oh my gosh, every day. Must have been every day. 2 to 3 times a day? Oh. I don't know. It's somewhere between I would say 2 to 3 times a day. Yeah, we'll say that. No. Let's see. What is the highest level of education you have completed? I've completed graduate school. Yeah, graduate school. How would I describe my race? I am Asian. I am not Hispanic or Latino. Why do they need to know that? Like, what does that have to do with your musical IQ? Current annual household income. Okay, guys, this is way too private. We're gonna do this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. This is like with my email address too, so definitely not showing you guys this. Yeah, why not? Include me. Let's see. Which email do I give though? Okay. I need to give the email that I'll actually check. So there you go. Should you like to leave us any feedback? Was super fun. Let me know if you come up with more things to test or more musical things to test. Usually if I have nothing to say, I try to say something encouraging like that because someone is reading these, you know? So it's nice for them to know like that we're enjoying this. So, okay, continue. All right. Here, let me show you guys. There it is. My estimate is 103. So I did as well or better than 57.93% of people. Melodic discrimination. Beat alignment was really bad, actually. Mistuning was... So this is actually the complete opposite of what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be the best at beat alignment. And then I thought I was going to be the worst at mistuning. So I was actually right that this one is like right in the middle. That's really interesting. So let me just read this out loud to you guys. We estimated your score in the same way as real IQ tests do. Based on all the other people who have taken the test, we set 100 as the average score. Oh, so I'm just right above 100, right above average. Okay, following a normal distribution with standard deviation of 15. I'm like super average. Yo, guys, if there's ever a test out there to literally show you that I am just another flutist, this is it. Okay, so this means that most people, 68% of them, score between 85 and 115, and nearly everybody, 95% of people, scores between 70 and 130. This is a new test, however, and so if you didn't do very well, don't worry, the test might be wrong. And even if your musical skills could use some work, rest assured, as far as we know, many people who have difficulty making music still enjoy listening to music very much. That is absolutely very true. There's a reason why I have not really written music. I mean, you guys have seen and heard my string quartet that I, wrote for an assignment for music theory. Let's see. Here's some detailed scores on the 3 subtests we used. Download an image of my scores to share. Awesome. So, okay, this is pretty cool. So my mistuning perception is actually pretty high, which kind of goes with my experience IRL. So people have told me that I tend to tune better than most people they meet. Melodic discrimination, I think I'm only a little bit higher than average because of music theory training. For beat alignment though, that part I really felt was only based on your ear. That was it. The way that they lined up the beats was not the way that I had been taught before. So that must mean that everything that I know about beat alignment is probably nurtured. So, if I'm presented with something that is not the way that it was presented to me before, I think my brain has trouble, I guess, making sense of it. So, I do actually think this is 100% very, very accurate. I think it's very accurate. Yeah, I am completely average. I am 100, look how close I am to the middle. I am so close I'm 100% average. I'm just a little bit off to the right because I went to school. That's it. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, it's possible that performance on a test like this could accurately predict people's ability to play a musical instrument or sing. People who are very skilled musicians might be more skilled at being able to tell how the tunes differ from one another. Oh, interesting. So this is just a hypothesis, though. It might turn out to be wrong. I definitely think that this little bit that I'm off to the right is just from school. I think it's just from going to school. I really do feel that. So we can follow them. Let's see. By participating in this research, you're helping us to learn more about how musical abilities vary across different populations, ages, locations, and more, and how musical abilities might be related to musical experiences, like listening to lots of music online or attending music classes in school. The 3 subtests draw on previous work by Peter Harrison, Daniel Mullen-Siffen, and Pauline Leroy-Maestri. Yes. You can read about them in the journal Scientific Reports. This is very cool. There's a tone deafness test. I love it. And then there is a world music quiz. I think the tone deafness test might be really fun. Average time is 2.5 minutes. Okay, we might save that for another day. But guys, we did it. We did it. It took us a little while because I was, talking you guys through my feelings of it. But, yo, I did great. Thank you. Yeah. So I am I think this test 100% confirms I am 100% average. I'm so average. I'm so average it hurts. But if I can make it this far in a musical career, so can you. Right? Yeah. I did the same as you, Natasha. See? Yeah. Oh, but that last one though. That last one, it was so, the really out of tune ones were really quite horrible. Thank you, Judith. I have a master's degree and I do this for a living. I'm considered an expert. Yeah, thank you. I'm a very average expert, as it turns out. My goodness. Yeah. So there you go, guys. I did it. That was really fun. I'm so glad I did it live with you guys, so you guys can see my my very real reaction. Yeah. Let's see. Peter Hawks, you took the tone deafness exam and you got a 32, which was one of the top ranked scores. Oh, that's great. That is fantastic. I mean, I'm very curious to see how I would rank on that one. Yeah. It would be cool to have a test where you sight read and it scores you on ability. I wonder if you could submit that idea actually to the music lab here. You probably could, because you can take a test and then at the very end suggest the sight reading thing. That might be pretty darn cool. Oh yeah, I could get John to take this test. That'd be really fun. I don't know how open he would be to being filmed while doing it, but it would be really cool to know. Yeah. Sight Reading Factory? Wait, I heard of that one. Is it the absolute worst? Oh man, Smart Music rates your playing. Okay, got it. Oh my goodness. A test on how well people can hear different tones in other languages would be interesting. Oh, Sheen, that's a really good one. Highly recommend you take a test here and then submit that as an idea, because that might be worth it for them to think about. That's so interesting. You've seen other professional musicians score around average. I mean, you can't really get closer to average than me. That little bit to the right is just from going to school. I am 100% convinced of that. Yeah, 100%. Horrible at sight reading, Melanie. This is something I noticed, guys. So let me just end this section of the stream, and then I'm gonna go take a break and go grab the Helix wand. But I noticed that when you if you are very strong, if your ear is very strong, you can, and Melanie, I think you scored quite high on this IQ test. If your ear is very strong, I noticed that proportionally your sight reading is weaker. This is what I noticed across my students. So across my small sample size of students, I noticed that this across the board. And if you are a very good sight reader, your ear tends to be very weak. It's proportional. That's what I noticed, at the very least, in my humble sample size of students. So, yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. So what I often do is I end up teaching my way of hearing things to my sight dominant students, and then I will teach how to sight read, how I process music visually. I teach that as like a separate skill to my hearing dominant students. So the first, I would say 4 to 6 lessons is usually spent with me just kind of getting them into the general rotation of material that we go through. But while we're doing that, I'm actually paying very close attention to see what types of teaching styles they respond the best to. And then usually you can kind of tell, like what they're dominant in. Because if I play something for them and then they can immediately play it back really, really well and they get it, then usually they're hearing dominant. If I take the time to explain visually what's going on, and they immediately get it, then usually they should be pretty sight dominant. But then the third way is that if I explain how things feel, so I explain how things feel inside the mouth, I explain how fingerings feel, which fingers you'll feel coming up or down and stuff like that. If the student immediately clicks into that type, usually that a student clicks if you explain it in a certain way, and then they immediately get it. There's like no question about it. They don't look confused, nothing. They immediately take to it. So for those people where I talk through how things feel and they, try and feel it out themselves and they get it immediately, then those are my feeling dominant students. So all my students can kind of be, categorized in this way, where a lot of them are hearing dominant, a lot of them are sight dominant, and then we have like a small percentage of feeling dominant students. So I would say that hearing dominant students are the majority by far. Usually about 60 to 70% of people are hearing musicians seem to be more hearing dominant. And then like 20-30% is like me, sight dominant. And then there's like a 10% of musicians are like feeling dominant. They're not very, they're very rare. I only have just a small handful. I think I'll only have like three or four feeling dominant students. And I have to teach them in a very, very different way. But they get it, so yeah. Peter Hawks, you have absolutely perfect pitch, but your sight reading is messy. Yeah, see, like this is something I noticed. I noticed that hearing dominant people have trouble sight reading. Sight dominant people have trouble hearing things. So I'm part of the sight dominant group. So my hearing is like actually quite bad, Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to take my 15-minute break. It's going to be 15 minutes because I have to do 2 things. I need to run outside and get the Helix wand. And then in the second half, I'll be playing quite a bit of flute and trying to get my flute as like condensation-y as possible. And then we'll try out the Helix and just have a little reaction to it, yeah? And then the other part of this 15 minutes will be spent with me brushing my teeth because I have not brushed my teeth since lunch. And I want to make sure I'm playing into the flute with a clean mouth. So, all right, guys, 15-minute break. I will be right back. Please hang tight. Don't go anywhere. All right, go grab a coffee and a snack and go to the bathroom too. Everyone, we are having an intermission. All right, see you in a bit. I'm back. Hopefully that didn't take too long. I really just was like, just went. Okay, so I'm here. Let's see what are we doing right now? Okay, so I got the Helix wand. Here it is. You guys can see here in the second camera. So looks like we are working with the blue one, and the lovely thing is that this came with an extension. So I was very surprised. I did not know that the one that was being sent to me had an extension. So you know who you are. If you want to call yourself out as the one who sent this to me, one of you guys sent this to me, and this person is actually studying with me, is a student of mine. So that's why they have my address. So, but anyway, this is pretty cool. This was used previously by my student, but it didn't really work out for them. And I have been very curious about it for a long time. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I was going to maybe get a hold of this quite a bit later on, because I have a flute flag, you know, and it's working out quite nicely, as you can see. It works out very nicely, and I just thought to myself, why do I need to get another one? But then my student was like, I'm not even using this, so why don't you have it and you can, you know, show people. So yeah, so we're doing this. So this is the Helix wand for the flute. Let me hold this up and then focus on it so you guys can see it. There we go. So this is the Helix wand for the flute. Actually, I'm just going to straight up go to the close-up screen so you guys can see this bigger. So this is the Helix wand for the flute, and it looks like this. Just going to show you guys here. There. So here, ooh. So this part is like a thicker part where I guess you can just like grip it here. It's kind of, yeah, it's like a little handle here. And then I like that it comes with a cover. So I'm just gonna see how does, oh, it just pops right off like this. So just like that. Oh, that makes a funny sound. So I guess, yeah, you can just store it like that. I guess when it's completely dry, you can store it away like this to not get dust on it. That's really interesting. So let's see if this has any particular things. So here you go. Absorb moisture after playing. So maintain your wand. Soak the Helix wand in dish soap and water. Rinse thoroughly. Then allow time to air dry. Oh, okay, then maybe I'll do this after. Okay, so for best results, yeah, ensure Helix wand is dry before returning to its tube case. That's what the rest of this says. Ultra absorbent petals of the Helix wand are designed to swab in a single pass. Okay, so that's gonna be our test here, is to see if we'll just go through in a single pass. So again, that's what all the colors are that you can get. Excellent. All right, here we go. So, oh right, I should probably take off my ring before playing the flute. I've been trying to remember to do that so that I don't end up scuffing my flute with my ring. But okay, and then we can put it together. Yeah, so this puts together exactly the same way as the takedown flute flag does. It's just like a screw-in extension. So just as a comparison, let's see. It's actually a little longer. Look, it's actually a little longer than my flute flag. This is my flute flag here. And this is, look how much longer that is. That's crazy. It's like a good inch longer. That's interesting. So here, I want to see if I can show you guys like a nice big close-up of the petals. Pretty soft to the touch. Looks like they're like layers. That's what it looks like. So it's layers of like a flower petal type of thing, and then layered on top with so here it's between blue and black, and between each of them there's like a little plastic ring between each of them. Yeah, I think you guys can see that. Yeah, there's like a little plastic ring between each, not between each petal, but between each layer. But so it looks like it's just kind of like piled on like that. That's really interesting. I didn't realize that that was how it was designed. And then up here, this is completely flat. And so it's designed to, I think, fit right up to the cork plate of the head joint. And you can see how it's, so this is like kind of a, I think, made of the same material as these petals. So it's meant to dry off the top part too, I think. So there you have it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, it's quite substantial, isn't it? I've never really been able to tell from the pictures exactly what it looked like. That's why I thought, since my student so kindly donated this to me, that I would show you guys too, right? Yeah, ogres are like onions. Yeah, yes. This is my ogre, my black and blue ogre. But yeah, isn't that right? Isn't this strange? So we'll see. Now, I can only test this if I've been playing on the flute long enough. So let's do that, shall we? So let me pop you guys back here. Hello. I think what I'm going to do, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm not going to take sight reading requests today. I'm just going to play a whole bunch of things that I know will make my flute as slobbery as possible. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Let's leave this within, you know, where you guys can see it. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay it here. There, you guys can see that. I'll put this away. Things are a little neater here. Put this over there. All right, because I have a little garbage pile over here, so we'll leave the garbage pile there. Did I tell you guys about my garbage pile? So I don't have a trash can in this room because the kitchen is so nearby that I just, at the end of the day, bring out all my trash and throw it away in the kitchen. So I have like a little trash pile that always builds up. Just like a little one, just a tiny, tiny little pile. Sometimes I don't have any trash to take out. Most of the time I don't, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so let's just kind of fold this. Let's be tidy here, okay? I'm gonna fold this and leave it over there. I'm gonna use this as my kind of flute padding here. Okay, so just gotta get organized here. Make sure I don't have too many things lying around. That's the worst, is if you have too many things lying around and you're just like, ah! Okay, so we are good here. I'll just leave my cleaning rod here too. So you guys can see all the cleaning supplies right here. Is it next to my tape pile? The tape pile was part of the trash pile, so it's been taken out long time ago. But yeah. Okay, so let's do this. So I do have my flute here. I was teaching and just teaching earlier, so I have had it out. And so now I will do some harmonics. So harmonics, one of the reasons why it's very good at making the flute quite condensation-y is because I'm holding a very low note and it causes the air to really be able to like travel throughout the entire tube. So let's do an extreme though. Let's do harmonics on B. And then let's just spend the next little while trying to get my flute as slobbery as possible. All right, here we go. Dang, I do like that sound. I do like it indeed. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so some of you guys are being very sad that this live stream is probably only going for another half an hour or so, just like 32 minutes. So I will be streaming over on Twitch again after this, because it's one of my things that I want to be able to keep up my streaming on Twitch 1 hour every weekday. Granted, there are some weekdays where I won't be able to do it, but I try to do it on most if I can, if it makes sense. So yeah, so I am going to be on Twitch right after this, but I will take like another 15-minute break, just so I get everything nice and, you know, organized in my head, give myself a little bit of a breather, you know. So anyway, okay. Paul Foyer. Yes, this is a new head joint. So if you go to my Monkey Head Joints live stream that I did at the end of April, you can see me meeting this for the first time. And the rest is history, and it happened on Twitch. To get that out. Yeah, so harmonics are exactly what Kane is explaining here. So thank you, Kane, for explaining. Now, just, I don't know how to keep this short, but essentially there is a little margin of error to get each note ringing to its full capacity on each flute. The higher model that you have, the lower that margin of error is, and so it makes things a lot more flexible, but you don't have that flexibility on lower model flutes. One way to figure out where is the center of that margin of error for each note is to do harmonics, because harmonics are very unforgiving. Essentially what harmonics do is it decreases the margin of error to get that note correct. And then it helps your mouth feel out what you're supposed to do in order to get the flute to resonate really well. And then what you do is you, however your mouth feels while doing that, you apply that feeling to the normally fingered version of those pitches, and you will hit that middle, that right in the center of the margin of error, and you can get it sounding beautiful. So that's kind of the purpose of doing harmonics, is to decrease the margin of error to get that note right, because harmonics are really, really, really unforgiving in that way. So that's the short explanation. I hope that makes sense. Is that making it nice and condensation-y in there? Yes, it is. Excellent. Okay. So if you really look at the coloring of this head joint, the riser is also pinky gold, which, and so is the crown. So it makes me think that it's 14 karat rose gold all throughout, basically, I think. But it works for me. So let's find something something to read. Something beefy. Let's see. What is a nice beefy piece for me to get real slobbery on? Maybe a French piece. What do you guys say? Probably a French piece. Let's go with a French piece. So let's try out. There's the UNESCO. There's also, right now, the gone is like crazily popular to learn. So we could play a bit of the gone. I can also play a bit of the, let's do a little bit of gone and then a little bit of the piece that I memorized before but forgot an entire line. I think it might be fun for you guys to know which piece that was. So, but let's go with the gone because it has a lot of like low stuff, which tends to kind of, at least for me, it makes my flute quite slobbery. So let's try this out. So this is the gone. You can actually find this on the internet, public domain. So this is the Andante Scherzo. And let's see what we make of it. I'm gonna have to push you guys over here. Okay, so I can make room here. Okay, all right, let's give this a go, shall we? Paul, you are submitting your video of the gone tomorrow. My goodness. Okay, here we go. And then rest, rest, rest. Okay, so I don't have to overcompensate for that anymore. I wouldn't breathe there. Sorry, I'm not planning my breathing very well. No. Oh, okay. I forgot that you use your thumb B flat there. This is cute. Yeah, Magic Monkey, you like those trills. Would be better if I could do it a little bit more fluently, but you know, that comes with actually memorizing the piece. Anyway, let's just keep going, guys. Oh. Is there a B flat in here? Yeah. I'm covering the music with the thing. I want to see how much I could, you know. Ginwi? Is that how you actually say it? Oh, bless our North American hearts for saying gone then. Because I've only ever heard it pronounced as gone. But I know you're a flute teacher, so I believe you. Yeah, I also can't get over how velvety the low notes are. How slobbery are we? We're getting pretty slobbery. Let's see what I can make at the fast movement. There's a part of this that I don't think I can play at speed. So just so you guys know. Yeah, definitely would need to practice that. I never memorized this. I'm 100% like sight reading it again. Okay, we're gonna skip that long trill. Sight reading activated. Yeah, so that part before should go a lot faster, just so you guys know. I'm like reading it. Is that right? Yeah, wow. I really should have memorized this when I studied this when I was younger. Okay, so I know from teaching this that this is a little bit, the first two notes are always not part of the chromatic bit, except for the first one apparently. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's what you get for not memorizing your music. Okay, how slobbery are we now? Okay, we're getting pretty slobbery. Okay, some condensations happening at the end of the flute. Okay, we're now doing Tafnel, Andante, Pastoral, et Scherzatino. Skipping along trill, sacrilege, Magic One Kichi. What level would I say this piece is? A lot of people have been using this for auditions, for like district auditions. So high school, I would say advanced high school, but you will also hear people studying this in university, so like music school. So yeah, I don't know if you can really say what level it is exactly, but it's something that you do on the more advanced end of things, if that makes sense. Yeah. Chromatic into a trill. Okay, so let's do the Tafnel. Oh, yeah. Ooh. actually really remember this. But like weirdly enough, my fingers kind of remember it, which is like, that's such a strange feeling. I'm like, hearing wise, I'm like, wait, well, what is this even supposed to sound like? Remember if it's supposed to go that fast or slower. I don't know. We'll see. That was the line I forgot. I think that was the line that I just did, I think was the one I forgot. I think that one is also, okay. Was it this one? I know my tone, like, I actually can have fun with the music now, which is like, you know, a new idea. Like, I don't have to worry so much about what my mouth is doing anymore, which is really nice. I'm trying to make sense of what the melody is supposed, like where I'm supposed to be going. That was the line. That must have been the line. I think that was the one. Cause like even now I'm having a bit of trouble like making sense of the line. Okay, I want to try that one again. How slobbery are we getting? Are we getting pretty slobbery? Okay. Okay, that made a lot more sense. I need to make sense of this line a bit more. I'm trying to... Okay, yeah, I think when I was a kid, I definitely did not make any sense of this whatsoever. I think I was only looking at this like rhythmically before. Nope, A sharp. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely did not make any sense of this when I was a kid. So it's like you're actually like floofing up an F sharp major type of thing here. Don't you love those? E flats. Mm-mm. Oh, no, no. That's the third. Is that the no? So. Okay, that's in tune. like towards the end. I think right when I hit it wasn't quite in tune. Mr. Tuga, hello, thank you. I'm actually right about to end because I was trying to make this as slobbery as I could. I want to see if it's like going all the way to the end yet. Yeah, it's starting to make the end a little bit condensation-y. So just a little bit more, and then I'm going to swab it out and show you guys. So with this thing. So I'm trying out this thing here. This is a Helix wand. Okay, let's try a little bit more of this. Okay, I 100% made absolute zero sense of this when I was a kid because I kind of sort of remember the melody, but I made no sense of this when I was a kid. Oh, yeah. I think I played this very badly when I was a kid. Oh, right. It gets slower, right? Da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. My goodness. I know why I had so much trouble with this when I was a kid. It's the same exact reason why I'm having trouble with it now, in that You have to memorize this. There's no way. Like, if you're trying to like sight read it, it completely like goes against what you predict is gonna happen. That's how it ends. Oh, yeah, of course. If I let myself relax, it just comes right out. Okay. How slobbery am I now? Pretty slobbery, and I need to end this off now. So, perfect timing. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the moment of truth. Moment of truth. We're taking my flute. It's quite slobbery in there. I don't know if you guys can tell. There. Okay? So, let's give you guys a nice big close. Nice big close up. So, there. Okay. I hope you guys can see that it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see that it's slobbery in there, but it is slobbery in there. There's quite a bit going on. So we're going to try this. Here we go. Moment of truth. So one pass. It's going in very smoothly. Ooh, there's like a squelching sound. Okay, am I supposed to turn this or what? No, I don't think I need to, right? I don't think so, but it's in there. There it is. So I'm giving it a moment to just soak everything up. There's definitely a squelching sound though. Okay. Okay. It didn't wipe it out completely. I don't think you guys can tell. Yeah, no. But what I'm seeing in here, like as it came out, I would say that my head joint looks pretty dry, but the rest of the flute doesn't. Like there's clearly streak marks. So maybe I'm doing this wrong. Let me do it one more time. What if I twist and then pull and twist as I bring it out, right? Like we can, oh wow, it's actually pushing my head joint out. Whoops. Okay. So let's try twisting and pulling. It goes all the way in, like all the way. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. Yeah, it goes all the way in. So let's try twisting and pulling. Twist and pull, twist and pull, twist and pull. Okay, does that take it all? Okay, that's significantly drier, but I don't know if that's just from it. I don't know if it's just from the second pass through. So let's try a third pass through. So twist and pull, twist and pull. Twisting and pulling as I'm going. Okay, that seems pretty dry. I wouldn't say it's completely dry though, but pretty darn dry. I would say in general, feeling this part is the most damp, right? Because what I think, what it looks like happened is that it actually seemed to have pushed all of my condensation up the flute. That's what it seemed like when I pushed it in. It just pushed all the condensation up into the head joint, and then it drenched this part. So Yeah, so this part is very damp right now. That's interesting. Yeah, up here is very, very damp. So it did a good job. I don't know about one pass though. If you play to the degree that I did, maybe it's like every 15, 20 minutes, you should actually do a pass through instead of just letting the flute get super wet. Maybe that's the thing. So, cause I did notice it like push all the condensation up. So that's interesting. Yeah, it looks fairly dry in there now. I'm just gonna use my flute flag as like a final kind of pass through. So my flute flag is getting the end of the cork plate area. My flute flag seems to be getting that part a little bit better. And due to the fact that the flute flag is just like one piece like this, as you turn it and you look inside as it's turning, you can kind of see if it's actually catching all the water, whereas this one takes up the whole thing. So as you're twisting it, you can't actually see if it's actually catching all the water. So it could be that I just can't see what this is catching, and therefore like I feel like I'm not quite getting every like nook and cranny that I want to. But on this one, I can see it as I'm turning it, because as you see, it's just flat, right? So like, let me look at my flute now. Yeah, it looks very, very dry now. So, okay, let's switch you guys back here. So yeah, the Helix holds up better over time and with washing. Yeah, I wonder if I should actually wash the flute flag, the same way, right? So this one is definitely damp only up on top, but not here. This part is dry. So this part here is completely dry, but the top of the flute flag is still damp. So there's definitely something still up there that the Helix wand is not getting. So, but yeah, I can feel that this is very, very damp. So it did a very good job. It did a very, very good job, except that I think it pushed all the condensation up because there's really no room, right? So I wonder if maybe a better way to do it is, as you're going up, already start twisting so that the Helix wand can absorb everything as it's going, and go slow. So go slow, twist as you go up, and just kind of let it sit there absorbing. Twist, sit, absorb, twist, sit, absorb, twist, sit, absorb. And then that way you're not literally just pushing water up into your head joint. That's what it seems like happened to mine. So, but you know, I got it all dry now, so it's all good. But yeah, twist as you start, right? Yeah, I think that's so that's the mistake I made, was I wish they included that in the instructions, because there's no instructions here that tell you to do that. So I'm gonna give this a second go, maybe during a Twitch stream, and see if that does the true one pass. So maybe the true one pass is if you do twist, slow, twist, slowly up, twisting, and so it can absorb as you go, right? Helix wand might work better without extension on the disassembled flute. Yeah, I wonder if maybe that's the reason why it like works better as like on a disassembled flute, because that way, if you do push like condensation from the bottom of the flute up, it just comes out of the flute. It doesn't go straight into the head joint, right? Like that I think that's what it is. So it absolutely works. It's extremely damp right now. It like got everything, or almost everything. I would say it got like 95% of the water with 2 pass-throughs, but my pass-throughs did not have twisting. So guys, we're going to have to do a test number 2. We're gonna have to do a test number 2. I can see if maybe 2 weeks out from now, I'll do a test number 2 with the slow twist on a dry, like I have to wait for this to dry before I can test it again. So we'll test it again, and then we will figure out how to do the one pass, the true one pass. Because there's gotta be, right? Because my principal flutist has one of these and she swears by it. So I wonder if it's like, it works best disassembled and slow twist up. You know, I think. Did I pre-wash the Helix? Fabrics often have sizing in them would affect the absorbability. Ah, well, I will try that too, because I literally just pulled this out of the box. And also, I believe it has been used before because this was donated to me after a one-time use, 1 or 2 time use. So, okay, so we are going to continue washing this. This is not washing this, drying it, trying it. This is not my like end of story like verdict on this. I don't feel I have a good enough experience with this to tell you guys exactly like how it works. So we're gonna continue experimenting with this. I do think it works. But I think it's much better if they had, I think, more clear instructions on exactly how to use it. Yeah, I definitely think so. So maybe tonight I will soak this in dish soap and water, rinse it thoroughly, and then I'm gonna let it dry, and then we will see sometime later how it goes. So I do want to let you guys know, oh my goodness, I took us way over time. So I'm gonna have to just hop on over to Twitch right away. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm not going to have a stream next week. So I'll be streaming same time on Thursday, but 2 weeks out from now. Okay. So, and this is just because I need a week off to update everything. So I'm updating my website, Twitch stuff, Patreon stuff. I'm gonna get my merchandise started, you know, stuff like that, all manner of things that I need to figure out. So next week is the week for that. So I do apologize that I really, you know, have to take some time off to do that. But I'm here. Okay. So I will, so I'll be, if you want to catch me a little bit more before I have my week off, I am going to hop on Twitch right after this. And then I will be on Twitch again for an hour tomorrow as well. So I love you all very, very much. I will see you guys over on Twitch if you guys are okay with that. It's twitch.tv/justanotherflautist. FLAUTIST. Okay, guys? Just another flautist. So I'm going to be over there in just a little bit. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will see you guys in the next stream. All right? See you guys. Bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Until I can find the see ya. Okay, bye-bye. Whoops.